Ladies and gentlemen, Perry the Frog.
This is Perry the Frog. The writer going down. Yes. I'm sorry I turned into a frog, all right? But sometimes when I get excited, I turn into a frog. And I'm just thinking to myself, the right are going down. High time. This is Perry the Frog. The writer going down. Another minute too soon, right? Yeah. The writer going down another minute too soon. Yeah.
Well, yeah, in my opinion, the writer going down, and I think you can document this. Okay, in my opinion, the writer going down, and not a second too soon. It's just really, come on, now look at this. Now look, hey, think about it. Think about this. Your attention, please. Can I please get your attention? Thank you. Now that I have your attention, I'm really sorry. I had to be cruel to be kind. But don't you see, the right wing, the winged right, the winged messengers of the right are getting in the way of all our major problems, don't you see? Consider this. That's my view. The winged right. Okay. Okay, it's funny and it's not. But I want you to think about this. Now listen, as you may or may not know, when the winged right took power, when the winged right took power in 2000, they set out, among other things, to roll back the New Deal. Roll back the New Deal of FDR, who was tied with Bill Clinton as most popular president of the 20th century? Oh my God! Blasphemy! Well, at one time it was blasphemy. How quickly we forget. Young people may be forgiven for having no idea that for a long time, you see, it was Fat City. It was ever since the New Deal, for the most part, it was Fat City. And then things started getting sort of wingerized. Along about the 70s, you see. Coincidentally, about the same time that the Republican Party went bad, wingery started to rule the land. These were dark days. The rise of the right wing, which, in my estimation, has nothing to do with any accomplishments at all. I'm sorry, it would be a Perry Logan apothegm that the right have no resume. Mr. Logan is underlining his point that the winged right have no resume. That's like have no resume. Do I need a frog to explain it to you?
Take it, Froggy! This is Perry the Frog! Thank you, Perry! Thank you, Perry! Perry is simply pointing out an eye as a frog. I, as a frog, am underlining it for all to see. The right have no resume. No, that's like no resume. They have nothing but catastrophes. Nothing but boners.
Don't you know the right gave us the banking scandal, the Iran-Contra scandal, the Reagan death squads. A moment of silence for the victims of the Reagan death squad, 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 death squad. Mr. Logan is observing a moment of silence for the thousands of victims of the Reagan death squads.
The Reagan death squad! The Reagan death squad! The Reagan death squad, I tell you!
Ha! Well, but death squads aside, you see, thanks to this newly corrupt Republican thing, billions, trillions of dollars have left our shores forever. Thank you, Republicans. Just honoring the Republicans for the fact that I think when all is said and done, their policies have cost trillions of dollars to, leave the country. It's enough to turn you into a frog.
I'm turning into a frog again? I'm turning into a frog again? Why, yes, Perry. Yes, it is enough to turn anyone into a frog, and enough to adequately explain why the right are going down. You are watching The Right Are Going Down, and this is Perry the Frog. This is Perry the Frog, trying to get your attention, don't you see? The Republicans had no one to blame but themselves. Don't forget they were totally in charge with no one to blame but themselves. And our economy is collapsing, our military is collapsing, our infrastructure is collapsing, employment is collapsing. Everything has collapsed. That's what I'm saying. Everything is in a state of total decay and collapse, and it only took 8 years. It only took 8 years. Oh, don't you see? Everything is in a state of total collapse, and it only took 8 years. Now back to Perry.
Why, yes, it's incontrovertibly true that the good news is that conservative policies fail so utterly, so quickly, and so beyond doubt that it barely lasted 6 years. That's my take on history. They did get their chance, you know, they were behind the wheel. They were behind the wheel. You can't, okay, they really were. In charge of all three branches of government, may God save America, but the extreme right finally got its chance to show us what they could do.